नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरे अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः.
Thought for the day. Your positive action combined with positive thinking results in success. A very good evening, one and all. Today, we introduce our eminent personality, Dr. Sujalakshmi M., an Ayurvedic practitioner from Kerala, completed her graduation from Mannam Ayurveda College, Kerala University. She has also pursued PG Diploma in Yoga and MSc Yoga from Annamala University and MBA from Sikkim Manipal University. Worked as yoga trainer in Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Abu Dhabi. Attended first International Yoga Day program in UAE. As a certified yoga professional from India. She is a practitioner who combines yoga and Ayurveda therapies, especially for management of lifestyle diseases. Conducted more than 100 awareness sessions for public and school children on different topics like public health, lifestyle disease management, etc. She has written articles in health magazines and conducted health talks for TV programs. She is the editor in charge of a quarterly journal on Ayurveda. Presently, she is chief consultant of Ayurveda Ayurveda and a product specialist of Nagarjuna Ayurveda. We cordially invite you, ma'am.
A warm good evening once again. Okay, so today we will be dealing with the live session. Okay, so what I am practicing or what I am advising, I am sharing with you. Clear? So we have completed almost all the loosening practices. Then there is another type of loosening practices, mainly that I am supposed to do by standing. Same thing you can do by sitting also, either by simply sitting or this is the comfortable pose for me, Vajrasana. That is why I am sitting like this. You just concentrate on this movements only. Tell them to touch their hands in the shoulder line. Okay, so by when breathing in, tell them to keep their thumb inside and slowly bend the fingers. Okay, and breathe out. You will repeat. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, and when they are practicing, you will be monitoring the movements, right? So there is a tendency to do like this, and not in a parallel way and all. That you have to correct either manually or by giving commands. Okay, then another one is if you are standing and doing, one second, am I visible? Okay, so when you are standing and doing another type of breathing and stretching exercise, that is if the patient, I told you, if the patient is having ear balance issue, you have to make sure that any vertigo issue, you should make sure that they are not falling down. So assess the patient before the practice, and if they are completely fit, you can start this practice standing on the toes and raising the hands up. Okay, so first you can tell them to just do the hands up with breathing, and if they are comfortable with that, then you can practice with the toes up. Okay, standing on the toes. Okay, we'll be starting one round. Breathing in, slowly breathing out and coming back. Okay, so when the patients they will be doing like this, and they will have a tendency to fall down like this. Okay, so to avoid that, you can tell them to focus on a point in front of them, or either they can focus on the nose tip. Okay, so it makes sure that they are concentrating properly, and it will give confidence for them, and they can practice it very easily without any shaking movement. Clear? So by this, use for first 10 to 15 minutes. Now I think we took little more time. So 10 to 15 minutes, even 20 minutes, you can practice them. You can make them practice this loosening practices. Okay. And next we are going to the lying down practices. And before that, I will just show you the Surya Namaskara, which I am teaching my patients. Okay. And there can be differences of opinion. Yesterday, some were asking about the right and left positions and all, right? So what I am teaching my students and my patients, I am just showing you. Okay. So starting with the Namaskar Mudra. Okay. And breathing in and breathing out pattern also I'll be sharing. Okay. Now I'll tell them to put their hands down. Okay. And when the hands are going up, you can see that it is are not bending the elbows. Okay. One, breathing in and going up, and you can see the stretching of the spine. Okay. Breathing out and see without any bending, coming back. Padahastasana. Breathing out and coming back to Padahastasana. Again taking a breath and moving back to Ashwasanjalasana. Okay, here also I used to tell my patients, you can see that my foot is in between my hands. Okay, and chest and thigh muscles are close together. Okay, now this one there can be alteration, either Parvatasana or Dandasana can be adopted. No issue. Then going to Shashangasana, taking a breath and coming back and relaxing in Shashangasana. Actually, it's a relaxation pose in between. Okay, then taking a breath and I'm not moving my hand. Okay, coming forward. Okay, lying down, chin on the ground. You can see my toes. Okay, and hip up. Okay, this is Sastanga Namaskara. For ladies, you can do Panchanga Namaskara. Okay. Then Bhujangasana again. You can see my legs are changing, coming upwards. Okay. Okay. Then again Parvatasana. And there can be another variation. Here you can do either Shashangasana or directly from the Parvatasana you can come forward and do the Ashwasanjalasana. Okay, then taking a breath, coming back to Pranama. So after we will be telling the patients or students to practice this one 6 rounds. You can see the, you can feel the my heart is beating little faster. So 1 round of Surya Namaskar, make sure that you are burning lots of fat. Okay, so if you are doing it 6 rounds, you can expect how much it will be working on your body. Okay, so after that, we will be going to the lying down position. If I am lying down in the opposite direction, is it okay? Okay, so I'll be lying down like this. Okay, so after this 6 rounds of Surya Namaskar, you have to make sure that the patient is very cool. Okay, so you can tell them to relax in Shavasana for 2 minutes. Okay, and when you are advising Shavasana, make sure that legs are apart. Okay, palms open. Okay, and don't tell them to keep it in a rigid way. Tell them to keep it in a relaxed manner. Okay, and tell them to put the whole body weight to the ground. Okay, okay, and 2-3 rounds of deep breathing. Okay, and in the before going to the next practice, we used to give them a particular type of stretch. Okay, so when we are getting up in the morning, we used to do like this, right? So the same movement, you can stretch the hands backwards. Okay, and you can see my toes are pointing maximum forward. Okay, and tell them to stretch their body maximum. Okay, so which is imparting a traction movement for the spine, okay, and which ensures microcirculation, okay, and the patient will be having a very good feel, relaxation, okay, and tell them to come back slowly, slowly relax your legs like this. This can be repeated 2-3 times, and you can give the command stretch, stretch, stretch like that command you can give. Okay, so with your command they will be stretching to the maximum level. Okay, in the first beginners class, I think you can demonstrate it, and then you can tell the patient to practice it. And the best example you can tell them is when you're getting up in the morning, you'll be doing such like this. The same stretch you have to practice not only in the upward direction but also in the downward direction. Okay. Okay. Then we'll be moving to the modified asana. Okay. I told you in the beginners class we have to teach them very easy practices. So the first one is Uttanapadasana. And as you know, middle-aged people usually after 30, 35 years of age, they will have problem with the lower back, especially this people who is sitting in front of computers and all. Surely they will have lower back pain. Okay, so that is why we are modifying Uttanapadasana in a different way. Uttanapadasana, this is the way we are supposed to practice. Okay, but if you are practicing in a different way, so this is the difference. You can tell the patient to bend the opposite legs. If you are doing it on the right side, tell the patient to bend the opposite leg and keep it straight and near to the knee joint. Okay. Then right side we are going to practice. You can see I am pointing my toes bit forward. If you are telling a child to lift the leg up, they can lift it very easily. Okay. But if you are telling a patient, it will be very difficult. That is why we are doing that modification. So this is the first modification. And second modification, you can tell the patient to point the toes forward, which makes the movement very easy. And when you are lifting up, make sure that knee joint is straight. Okay. And the commands given is very important. You will be telling the patient to inhale and lift up. Okay. And in the while they are lifting, you can give the counting like this. I'll be telling the patient to when they lift up the leg, they will be inhaling. Okay. And when come to the final position, they will be having normal breathing. And when they come back, they will be exhaling. Okay. So this will be informed earlier. And while practicing, we'll be giving only counts. Clear? So gradually inhaling and lifting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. See, I'm pointing and keeping. That's why my legs are getting straight. If I'm not pointing, it will be like this only. Okay. So you can tell the patient to do like this. Okay. Normal breathing in the final position. Hope it is in the 90 degree. Okay. Normal breathing. Then tell them to take a deep breath. Okay. Deep breath. Slowly coming back. 1 or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then tell them to relax. Okay. As it is one-sided practice, you can tell them to do in the opposite direction also, the same way. Okay. Not repeating to save the time. Okay. And the same thing can be repeated by keeping the palms on the floor with 2 legs. Okay. And when they are practicing it on both the sides, or when they are practicing it with both the legs together, make sure that they are keeping the palms on the ground and head on the ground, so that movements will become very easy. Okay. Then next we are going to Pavanamuktasana. Okay. And Pavanamuktasana also, you can practice it like this. First bending and keeping, then holding like this and touching the nose or forehead on the knee joint. Okay. Also, when you are doing together, both the legs together, again, these patients will not be able to practice by lifting the legs up and bending. Okay, so you can easily tell them to bend the legs like this. Okay, then like this, coming to final position. Okay, and this is actually a wrong practice. What I did, you have to tell the patient to keep the elbows away from the body and practice. Okay, and tell them to keep the hands on the ground. Okay, and if they are very comfortable, you can tell them to lift the legs up and come down. Otherwise, tell them to keep the legs slowly on the ground, then go into the shavasana. Okay, then again 2 to 3 deep breath. Okay, and when you are doing Uttanapadasana, in the after completing the beginner level, you can tell them to practice in a different way with the hands also. Okay, either they can keep the hands here or they can keep the hands backward. My hands are visible, doctor, or should I move a little bit down? Okay, so I'll just demonstrate the other one also. Okay, so here we will be keeping again left leg on the floor. Okay, I cannot bend or move the leg forward. That's why again the same way how to keep the toes pointing forward. Okay, and if you are lifting the right leg up, here we will be using the left hand, opposite hand. Am I clear? If you are raising the right leg up, you will be raising left hand up. Okay, and keep the other hand completely on the ground in a very relaxed manner. Okay, so you'll be doing, breathe again with the count, breathing in and coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can see hand and leg is parallel. Normal breathing. Okay, going back 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, relaxing. Okay, the same you can practice opposite side also by supporting right leg like this. Okay, and stretching opposite hand and leg. Okay, so this practices make sure that the patient is getting comfortable with the yoga classes. Okay, then if I told you, when they are comfortable with both the legs together, you can tell them to practice with both the hands together. Okay, so the supine positions, these are the beginner level sessions. Once they complete this type of practices, you can go for Bhujangasana, Salabhasana, and all. Okay, Bhujangasana is a prone position pose. Okay, so prone position poses, you will be starting with the Makarasana. Okay, Makarasana also, it can be in 2-3 different ways. Either you can keep the palms on the floor like this, and you can keep the head like this, and legs in L shape. This is one type of Makarasana. And another one, you can cross the hands and keep like this. Okay, and another one you can keep like this. So these 3 practices are there. Which one is comfortable for the patient, you can go for that. Clear? And any asana, any prone position asana, the starting position, you have to make sure that legs are coming together, toes pointing down. Okay, next, chin down and hands forward. My hands will not be visible in the video, I think, but make sure that hands are forward. Okay, and we are starting with the Bhujangasana. So you can see I'm rotating and keeping my fingers on either side of my chest. Here also fingers facing forward, and now my elbows are away from my body, right? So make sure that elbows are coming close to the body. Okay, then first up to this level. Okay, and legs will be going like this, feet will be like this. Next chest level. Yesterday we have seen 3 different steps, right? up to abdomen. Okay. And when it comes to the abdominal level, you can see the hands are straight. Okay. And this 3 steps you will be doing with inhalation. Here, normal breathing, and after a normal deep breath, you can exhale and slowly come back like this and relax in Makarasana. Clear? Okay. And as I said, there is a complementary pose, that is a locus pose of Salabhasana. Again, for Salabhasana, starting position, toes pointing down, hands forward, chin down, and make a fist. Keep your thumb inside and fold your fingers, and you can see I'm rotating and keeping my palms under my thighs. Okay. And if you are telling the patient, or if you are doing it on the right side, first make sure that you are pointing the right leg forward like this. Again, similar to Uttanapadasana, breathe in and lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you can see that the patient should not bend you should not bend the knee joint. Okay, normal breathing. You can see that I am not bending the knee joint. Taking a normal breath, breathing out and slowly coming back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Then opposite side also you can practice in the same way. For time saving, I am not repeating. And both the legs also you can practice like this. See, you have to keep the toes pointing backward. 1, 2, 3, like this. Final pose. And slowly coming back like this. Okay. Again, relaxing in Salabhasana. Okay. Okay. And coming to this management of diabetes mellitus, now the important role is for the twisting poses, okay, which comes under the sitting group. Okay. And other poses are also there. If you have any clarification, if you want any clarification, you can go for the videos published by Ayush Ministry, the common yoga protocol. Okay. So whatever is relevant in this context of Madhumeha, we are practicing now. Okay.